Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Marbury Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Peters Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Ferris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Central Park Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Ryland Alton High, Marbury Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Hilliard Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Taylor Law, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Good morning, Swirly Nation. And welcome to the Lecom Harbor Center, Buffalo, New York, right on the shores of the Niagara River, for the third game of the Buffalo Junior Sabre Invitational, here from the practice facility of the Buffalo Sabres. It's the Chicago Fury and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Your starting lineup brought to you by the Trading Table at the Lemieux Sports Complex, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. In net for the Penguins, number 29, Preston Clutter. The defense, number 16, Dalton Julius. And number 34, Rylan Ofterhide. Up front for the Penguins at wing, number 11, Jack Reed. Number 9, William Sproul. And at center, number 6, Brody Carter. Early going has seen the Mission get a few scoring chances against Clutter and have possession in the Penguin zone. Penguins are able to get a line change as they exited the zone there. Ofterhide battling in the corner. Evans tries to swoop through. Armstrong will pressure the puck on the half wall. I will not be joined today by color commentator Colby Armstrong, as he's got Penguin duties later on this evening back in Pittsburgh. Battled for in the corner. Julius able to come away with it. A bank off the wall is over to Evans. He can't exit the zone as the Pens are pinned in here. About a minute and a half into the period, it's been Fury possession and lots of it. Evans goes cross ice. Cruz Armstrong trying to cut to the middle. Filiaggi gets a stick on it, deflects into the Penguins bench, and the Penguins will get another line change here. It's only the first change for the D, as Ofterhide and Julius were on that shift as they kind of got caught in their end. Woo leans in at the faceoff. He'll battle for it. It comes free to Starr. Starr banks it off the boards, and he's able to find Real blazing through center. He'll cut to the right, dive back into the middle. He's defended off nicely by the Fury. Back to the point it comes, where Starr winds up and fires. His shot kind of came oddly off of his stick, and it'll trickle into the corner. Wu gets there. Leaves it for Shub. Shub back to the middle. Waving at it is Real, and sending it careening wide of the Fury goal. Fury out here working and battling at Shub. Centering feed goes past Real, and it'll be brought on by Chicago to the blue line. And a wrister from outside of the blue line beats the Penguin goaltender. Clutter. A well-placed wrist shot goes over the glove hand side of Clutter, and it's a 1-0 Fury lead. Carter leans into the faceoff circle. The Fury win the draw. They go D to D. And get off the boards looking for Merlot. They'll turn it back, and Evans will be the first forecheck. Evans will pressure the puck, and they'll work it out to the wing up through center. Firing across ice, it's Evan White for Chicago into the zone. He's cut off by Villela. Brody Carter back to the puck. He can't exit the zone. At least the first time. Second time he's able to go off of Sproul. Sproul will get possession and just kind of wing it off the boards, but it finds Evans in stride, cutting to the middle. His shot stopped by the Fury netminder. A beautiful move there by Evans to cut to the middle and get a high-end scoring chance for the Pens. As it's back to the Penguins blue line where Julius loses control. In on Clutter, the shot high and over the net. It'll be a breakout for the Penguins as Evans gets to it. He tries for Sproul. It's off of a skate to Carter. Carter loses it to a Fury forward, but it comes all the way to the other side for Sproul, who dumps it back into the Fury end. D play there, picked up by the Fury and dumped in. They'll throw this one on Clutter as well, who's able to get it in the breadbasket and hold on. .9:25 to play as the Penguins get a draw in their own end. It's controlled by Kaminsky. He looks for Real. That's cut off. Banked up high off the glass and off the stick of Filiaggi right to the middle for a Fury opportunity that's blocked well by Starr. Banked off the boards and picked up by Real at center. He'll go into the offensive zone. He cuts to the middle. He'll shoot one. It's off the shoulder/helmet of the Fury goaltender. A good scoring chance there for the Pens. The speedy Real kind of getting free in the middle. It'll be Armstrong down the wing, dragging it around Filiaggi to the wall. Real with speed, picking it up in the corner. He's rubbed off, but Filiaggi will get there. He goes opposite side to Armstrong, who feeds one in front. What a give and go that was. That's broken up by the Fury. Back they come. It's a 3-on-2. A bouncing puck from the blue line, handled by Clutter and put into the corner. Starr picks it up. Finds Real. Real shovels it forward to Schub. Penguins looking for the line change here as Schub works in the corner. He'll feed Villela. Driving in from the point. He runs into Schub. Schub will possess in the corner, working it deeper. The Fury will bank it off the boards around behind the net. Evans will get to the opposite side and keep it in, but only briefly. Oh, wait, maybe not. Once, twice. They're able to keep it in 3 times before the Fury will exit the opposite side of the zone. Villela will put it back in, but it's an offside play. Woo, leans into the faceoff. Fury win the draw, send it all the way across ice. It's a 2-on-1. Evans back checks nicely to take the player out in front of the net, and back come the Penguins. It's Wu. That may not show up on the scoreboard, but Evans getting back to take away a 2-on-1. Huge play there. Wu drives in the zone, right into a defender, however. He'll end up with the puck and shoot it off the glove of the goaltender. Great, another good scoring chance there for the Penguins. That one's off the stick of Wu. Evans will angle the breakout attempt, knock it down at center, and pick up the puck. He'll give ground and reverse it for Schub. Schub's pressured immediately. Now Julius will go for it. Julius off the boards. Evans will go high off the glass and clear it out of the Penguin end. E to D go the Fury, and they ricochet it right back to the other side, making the Penguins keep switching back and forth, back and forth. And the Penguins will ice the puck. They'll complete a line change. 3-3 the shot so far. We're 6:47 to play in period 1. Picked up and carried out through center by Jack Reel. He'll challenge the left side. He's got Brody Carter driving to the net. One hand on the stick, tries to get it to him, but it'll be cut off. And now the Penguins are going to take a penalty. It'll be William Sproul headed to the penalty box for a cross check. They'll call it a trip. But he got the stick into the back of the Fury player trying to exit the zone. And the Pens will be on their first penalty kill of the day. 9, Sproul heads to the sin bin. Carter on the draw. Taps it over to Villela. Controlled at the point by the Fury. Shot in off the glove of Merlot and trickling high and over the cage. That was looking like it was headed to the corner again. Villela decked along the boards as the Penguins clear the puck. O'Hara for the Fury at center. Big shout out to his mom, who, when we were in New Jersey over the summer with Cameron, did an amazing job. Cameron was injured as Clutter fights off another shot from the point with the blocker this time and gets it covered. His mom treated Cameron for a hip injury, and he was able to complete the rest of the tournament. It was, she was a sweetheart for doing, not on our team, not a player we were playing with. She just said, "Hey, look, I can take care of you." So we were super thankful for that. Hit him with some laser treatment and a Theragun and got him back in action. As a backdoor feed by the Fury, and Evans gets there with a stick lift, and they'll clear the zone to Filiaggi. Evans and Filiaggi will forecheck a bit on the penalty kill here as we've got 30 seconds left on the penalty to Sproul. Filiaggi peels off, Evans pressures, and back come the Fury through center. They throw it cross ice. It'll be battled for along the wall by Julius. He's able to get it to Filiaggi. Filiaggi able to hit Evans at center. He'll challenge Miller as he drives into the zone, spinning with it and chopping it wide of the cage in a one-on-one play. The Penguins have killed off the remainder of this penalty here in 3, 2, and 1. Sproul's out of the box as the Fury enter the zone left side, leaving one in the high slot. Driving into the middle and Clutter there for the kick save and a beauty. It'll be Kaminsky to Wu. Wu to Armstrong, and Armstrong flying into the offensive zone. Cruz Armstrong off the toe of the goaltender as that was headed for the bottom corner. He'll pick the puck up. Curl with it out top. Looking, firing. That's off a goalie. He's tripped up behind. No call. Shuby to the puck. Banking it off the boards out to the point. Sending it in front for Wu. Bouncing puck. Careens around it. Comes back to Wu in front. Poked past Shub in the corner. And back comes Chicago. Chicago tries to work it to the middle. That's off of a skate, and it'll be picked up by Wu. He tried for Reel. He'll end up with Shub on the second attempt. Back to Reel. His shot skips wide to the blocker side. Wu there behind a Shub who was tapping for it. He'll go back to Villela at the point. He'll wrap it back around for Shub. Opposite corner where Reel will pressure the puck as the Fury try to break it out the left-hand side. Shub still on it. He just plays there's 85 by 200 players. I think he's more of a 170 by 400 player. He plays the rink twice, back and forth, side to side, Carter Shub. The Fury able to clear this time to Merlot, but the Pens are right back on it, and it could be a 3-on-1 here. If Wu can stay on side and Reel can get control, things get a bit disjointed at the blue line. As the Fury come back through center. Into the Penguin zone. A drop pass there. Reel gets a stick on it from behind. And he'll get the feed from Carter. Reel up the right. Trying to drag to the middle. He'll laser one over the cage. Sproul gets there. He turns and shoots it towards the net. Brody Carter to the puck. Banked off the wall and carried out through center by the Fury. Evan White in on net. Clutter kicks it to the side. It's picked up by Foyt of the Fury. He'll find White. Out in front, off the glove of Clutter and into the corner. Off the right, angling there. Able to pick off a pass. What a read. And now he'll have to battle in the corner. 2:17 to play, as it'll be Carter coming away with it. He finds Sproul, but it goes off the end of his stick. Right to a Fury forward. Now it's off the right to Julius. Julius off of a Fury player finds Evans. Evans spins it back to the blue line, where Sproul will chase it down. Picked up now and carried through center by the Fury. Campbell. Poke checked by off the right. Back comes Sproul. He tries to toe drag one. Knocked off of his stick, but right to Filiaggi. Rebound there for Evans. He'll carry it around behind. Try to center. He finds Filiaggi behind the net. Evans tackled on the side of the cage as Filiaggi comes back out in front. Rebound free. Loose. Cleared out and carried away by the Fury. As they play catch through center. Kaminsky with a great defensive play to pick the pocket of the Fury rushing forward. He'll find Armstrong, who taps it to the middle looking for Filiaggi, just a bit in front. And back to Starr it goes. Starr for Kaminsky, past him to Armstrong. But the Fury, the first one's there. They'll dump it in behind Clutter. Clutter will set it up for Starr. Starr goes heavy off the boards. Shot in on Clutter. Picked up by Kaminsky, who sends it out. It right to the point man of the Fury, who fire one into the glove of Clutter, who's equal to the task making this. Face off in the Penguins' end. Filiaggi to take it. It's rimmed around by Merlot. He was looking for Real. Villela follows on. Filiaggi springs free. It'll be a 1-on-2 as he drives with the backhand and just sends it over the net. Merlot with the puck now as he pinches down from the point. He's bumped off of it, but Armstrong keeps it in at the blue line. Filiaggi taps it further. The Fury get to it. They try to reverse side. This time, Villela able to keep it in the opposite end. Filiaggi. And now the Fury rim it all the way back to the Penguins' point. And Filiaggi pickle stabs at it, and it's off the side of the cage. From this angle, it looked like it might have gone in at first, as Armstrong ends up with it. He'll center one for Real. It's off of a skate. Cleared back, but held in by Merlot, whose shot deflects off the pad of the Fury goalie. Off the ride, driving in, getting a stick to it as the horn sounds. And the Penguins kind of turning it on there at the end of the first. They trail 1-0 here from Buffalo. All right, welcome back for second period action. 13 minutes periods here from the Buffalo Junior Sabre Invitational. An exciting first period, 6-6 the shots, won by the Fury getting by. As Evans will pressure the puck in the Fury zone, they'll fling it right back out the center past Wu and Ofterhide. Ofterhide on the half-wall battle, able to kick it from his skate to his stick, but the Fury will take possession. Wu pressures White. Back in front, nobody covering the backside, and thankfully there's Preston Clutter to make a save. It's tapped out through center by Julius. A 3-on-2 for the Penguins as they drive in. It's Wu. His shot blocker side stop. Evans will chase it down in the corner and fling it in behind the Penguin or the Fury net. Back for Starr. Starr to the half wall for Shub. Battled for. Starr picks it up. Kicks one in. Shub gets there. Can he get it towards the net? He'll get it to the corner. He's hounded by White. Evans will challenge him. Free it up for Starr. Starr back to the wall for Evans. As the Fury come back through center. They'll find Evan White down the right. He'll wind and fire and beat Clutter. It'll be a Fury goal. A wrist shot from Evan White makes it 2-0 Fury. Be real. Finding Sproul through center. He'll hook a Fury player, not get called for it. Real picks the puck up. It'll be a scoring chance for the Pens, and it's off the pad. Rebound sent over the net by Carter. Sproul gets there, centers one, all the way through to Carter it comes. That shot in off the pad of the Fury goaltender. Merlot pinching down from the wall, doing a nice job there. Sproul gets to it and fires one to the glove hand side. Filiaggi will lean in. Offensive zone draw for the Penguins. 10:50 to play, second period. The Fury with an early goal in the first and an early goal in the second. Evans able to pick the puck up. Looks backside, has Filiaggi, and he's stopped with a blocker. The Penguins keep it in the zone, though. Sending it behind the net. Nobody there, but Filiaggi will chase to the corner as the Fury try to reverse. Alfterheide keeping it then at the half wall. It'll be poked past Evans and then also past Armstrong and out the center where Julius will defend. A centering feed cut off by the back-checking Filiaggi. Great hustle there. As he's able to get it to Armstrong, but he can't tap it past Foyt. And it's another scoring opportunity for the Fury. A backside feed to White is off the side of the cage as the Pens spin it back to the point. No further. Foyt shot off the stick of Clutter as the Penguins are scrambling after a blue line turnover. Evans is tripped up at center, no call. The Fury put it in behind the Penguins' net. Centering feed comes to Evans, who sends it to the point, no further. Filiaggi will block the shot and fire it all the way down on net where the Penguins will look to get a line change. It'll be into the Penguins zone come the Fury again, leading 2-0. 9 minutes to play here. Kaminsky to the puck. He tries to reverse it. It's stopped. Back to Guo at the point. And the Fury, it's all Fury right now. Wu carrying it behind the Penguins net. He tries to clear it out for Real. He shoots it up high off of a Fury forward. This breakout by Starr will be to Shub, who taps it right back to Starr with speed as he drives the offensive zone. Carries to the right. Leaves it for Real. His shot slapped wide of the net. And picked up by Shub at the point. He goes back down the wall, stopping and starting. and he'll play it back out to center. Kaminsky will put it in, but Wu hadn't exited the zone. Carter on the draw. The Fury zone, they'll go D to D and try to exit. Getting just past the stick of Evans as Merlot forced the play wide to the corner. Uses his body to get control. He'll find Evans, who banks it off the boards. Can't get by the defenseman at the point with the first attempt. The second or third is able to, and it's Carter through center. Now Villela. Villela drives in. Dumps it in behind the Fury cage, and the Pens will look to set things up. Evans and Carter with the pressure. Evans' pressure forces the turnover to Carter. Pops freed it to Sproul. Evans bats it out of the air, and it's off the pad of the goalie with a 10-bell save. This one high in the air, and it'll be a goal by Brody Carter as it lofts up and over the Fury goaltender. And I'm able to get that one on replay for you, folks. Brody Carter with the first Penguin goal and suffering succotash. He was able to cut the lead in half. So the Penguins surviving a bit of a Fury onslaught here to start period number 2. Able to get some work done in the Fury zone and a good puck movement. Forecheck pressure by Evans and Carter. Freed it up to Carter. Bounced around a bit in front. Evans knocking one out of the air off the pad. Penn's able to get the puck in behind. Back out to Carter, whose shot was blocked by a stick, but not enough as it careens up and over the goaltender and into the net. Now it's Julius driving in. His shot stopped and held. Penguins controlling in the Fury zone as Armstrong goes high off the side of the cage. From behind the net, he might have been trying to bank it off the goaltender. It'll be Starr picking it up. They'll send it up for Wu. Wu carries in the left. He's got Filiaggi center driving. Sends it to Armstrong in the high slot. It's just over his stick, and back come the Fury. Armstrong battling with Jacobs along the half wall. It does pop free to the Chicago as they get it back to the Pens line, but carried up by Starr. Cutting in, looking for Wu. It's knocked off both their sticks, but Wu will carry it on into the corner. Centering one, looking for Armstrong. That's broken up. And now it'll be Filiaggi winding through from center, shooting one, and it's a great save by the Fury goalie as it comes free to Wu. Bouncing puck to Merlot off of a skate, possessed by Filiaggi, whose shot's blocked in front, and it'll be cleared all the way down and on net. So no icing as it's picked up by Villela. He'll reverse hard. They bank it off the boards and send it up ice for Villela. No icing as it's in behind. And Clutter thought maybe it would have been. Merlot gets there and reverses for his partner Villela. Battle on the other side. Crashing in is Shub. Centering feed broken up by Evans, but tapped over. And a fluttering puck goes over top of Clutter, very similar to the Penguin goal. A fluttering puck as Clutter a bit off of his angle on that one. Was sliding to one side, I think, to read an initial save, and the puck fluttered over the opposite shoulder. Centering feed by Chicago in the Penguin zone, picked up by Ofterheim. Back to the blue line. Carter possessing and controlling. It'll be Foyt with an E-to-D play for the Fury, and they'll dump it back into the Penguin end. Penguins out shooting the Fury 17-11 in this game, but the Fury leading 3-1 as Brody Carter springs free up the right. He'll stop, pull it back to the middle. He looks for Sproul. He was gapped up on nicely, but Wu follows on. Wu in the corner working. He's had some wheels in this game, that's for certain. Popped back in towards the back of the Fury net to be broken out the left-hand side. They'll go cross ice to White. He has the go-ahead goal right now as it's broken up but skated over by Wu. Carter's able to get there, and Wu and Sproul will have a 2-on-2. Wu cuts to the inside, shoots back the opposite way. Sproul gets to the rebound, sends it off the side of the cage. And it's kind of a twice and done there as the Pens are back out the center. It'll be Armstrong taking a pass from Starr. Working it down the right wing board. Biliagi twisting with it. Working it to Armstrong. He gets it to Evans. Evans' shot to the glove hand side is held. A nice job finding a soft spot there by 43 and a better job by 20 hitting him with the pass. (3-1) Fury as Evans fires another one at the net right off the draw, jumping to the puck. It'll be Kaminsky at the point. Back to the corner looking for Armstrong. Pressured by Filiaggi. Now Armstrong in behind. Tries to wrap around and stopped and covered. Face off to the right of the Fury goalie. Evans wins it right in on net. Banked off the goalie to the outside. It'll be Starr keeping it at the blue line. Let the Fury gain control and get it back out, but Starr turns it right back in. He'll fire one. That's wide of the cage. Evans will track it down on the half wall, leaving it for Filiaggi. Kaminsky keeps it at the blue line. Starr gets to it. Tries to go cross ice. It's deflected, but Evans will pick it up anyway. Evans in, bouncing puck in on goal. Chasing it down, Filiaggi. Waving at it off the ride, kept at the blue line by Armstrong, but brought back by the Fury. Villela and Starr back on D. Sending it across, and there's the glove of Clutter to grab and hold. Be Merlot, just hard working in the corner. Able to free it up to Shub. Shub stops, comes back out the way he came from. Heavy off the boards for Real. Real with speed. Turning the defender inside out as he cuts to the middle onto his backhand. Lofting one off the top of the crossbar. He had Wu driving the net, taking some of the defense with him as he cut to his backhand. Shub will battle on the wall with Merlot. Out comes Campbell across ice speed to White, who gets position and fires one in on Clutter, who's equal with the glove. Puck knocked back out through center, pressured immediately by Shub, and it's kicked all the way into the Fury. Point in to get it. Picking it up, Real. Real will battle along the wall with White, who kicks it. And it's picked up by Shub. And ultimately it's out the center for Julius, who finds Real. Real, nice job lowering that bottom hand to get to the puck. Firing one, and it's off of Wu, trickling wide of the cage. Wu in behind, trying to center one. Defended well by the Fury defense. Picked up by Carter. He tries to twist out of trouble. He's hooked a bit. And back through center come the Fury. Off the right back to cut it off, and it's in on Clutter. 1 minute remaining in period 2. As the Pens will look to break it out, it'll be real. Through center ice. Shooting one, kicked aside. Off the right, knocked down on the play. Following on and getting control are the Pens. It'll be Sproul. He's got Evans. He taps it past the defense. It's in on net where it's set up. Evans will get there, firing it back in front. Evans sent hurling into the wall. No call. I guess the referees forgot their whistles. It'll be Campbell picking it up for the Fury. Firing it back to White. White angled by Starr. Twisting back to the middle. Sending a cross ice feed that bounces over the stick of the streaking Campbell. Spins it back and shoots it wide of Clutter. The Fury will pop it in behind the cage as time expires. The Penguins with their work cut out, trailing 3-1 to the Fury, but let's be clear, they're outshooting them 22-13 in this game. Not a lot of officiating here. They've called some offsides and icing, but really not much else. Penguins have had 1 penalty kill in the game, no power plays. But back to our original point, the Pens trail 3-1, but we have seen it over and over again. This is a team that thrives coming from behind throughout the year. It's going to take a couple of plays. You never know which one it's going to be. Play here or play there. I do think they need to shorten up their shifts. We've seen some elongated shift lengths in this one. As Wu drives in, cuts to the middle. He'll wrist one off the pants. Penguins doing a lot of that, driving wide and cutting to the middle for shooting chances. Maybe pulling up and finding a trailer as you attract some defense to unclog the middle. Shub gets the puck over to Julius. He's unable to control the pass, and it's back to center and all the way down into the Penguin end. Alfterhide back to get it. He looks for Shub and finds it. Shub up for Evans. It's behind him. He tries to kind of tap it from behind and through, and we've got an offside play on the Fury, and it should come back to the Fury blue line, actually. They shot that one from pretty deep. Tapped over to Evans. Driving in. Firing one. It's off of a stick. Penguins Trying to get him free on the outside, it looked like. He'll get to the puck in the corner, centering it for real. Fanned on the shot, and back come the Fury. Popped in behind. Kaminsky will battle there. He'll get control. He goes off the boards, but it's intercepted by Chicago. Over to the corner for Real, who kind of drifts into it. He'll send it to Star, whose tap pass for Shub is intercepted. Star will go back behind his own net. I think he was looking for Real at the wing, but Real's out at center ice on that play. Looking to stretch it. Now it's Star. He'll look to Evans, who's up through center with speed. Into the offensive zone. Cuts to the outside. He'll shoot one back, looking pass off pads for Real, driving in. Voigt with a good job boxing him out, but the Penguins with the puck in the offensive zone now. Real turns it back to the corner. Wu will chase it down. Two of the Penguin forwards getting a change here. As Merlot pressures. Carter gets there on the forecheck. Able to keep it in, but only briefly. Sproul was covering for the defense. He jumped up ice, and now it's 2-on-1 into the zone. He'll come back. A little bit of a hook there as it's freed up for Wu. Evan White pops it back into the corner. It'll be Carter. Now Merlot blocking a centering pass. What a play that was by the Penguins defense. Put it back in behind. It'll be Villela. Villela working in the corner. Sending it off the boot of Merlot. Just cutting centering feeds off as Sproul tries to exit the zone. Villela on the wall. Sproul battling, kept in by Miller of the Fury. It'll be Merlot in behind for Wu. Wu tried a tap pass for Sproul. He kind of went to the wrong side of the defender, but Carter will follow on, and it will be into the Fury zone where Wu sends it to the middle. Duo from Fury banks it off the boards. O'Hara flies through center. His centering feed cut off by the Pens. Iliagi get there. He's hooked down a bit. Banked off the boards for Wu. Wu looking for Julius. It'll come the whole way free to Sproul. He'll curl and drag to the middle and send a shot over the cage. Filiaggi gets there. He is absolutely trucked behind the cage. Across ice speed and back through center come the Fury. It'll be picked off by Ofteride, who looks at Armstrong. Armstrong was looking up ice. For the Pens will regroup. It'll be Julius off the stick of Armstrong in on net. Chasing it down into the corner. Peeling off. Finding Evans. Oh, it's past Evans to Star. I thought he was looking at Evans. I'm usually looking at Evans. Filiaggi with the puck in the corner. Banks it off the wall. It comes past Armstrong, who's able to put a shoulder into a Fury forward. As Star taps it to Evans. Armstrong runs right into him, and back come the Fury. It'll be Star now. Indirect off the boards. And Evans follows through at center. Just as he gets there, a nice gap up play by the Fury defense. Cutting off the boards. It'll be Armstrong. Tapping at it and getting it to the opposite side. He goes to the corner. He's got Evans. Instead, he'll go to the point to Kaminsky. He drives right down Main Street, shooting one off Voigt. End of the corner it goes. Leaves it in the opposite end for the Fury, and Penguins don't pressure the puck there. Kind of allow the breakout, and back come the Fury. Firing one high off Kaminsky. Armstrong tries to get to it. First one there is a Fury forward, though. They'll carry it behind the Pens net. Star keeps the pressure on as it's rimmed out of play and into the bleachers. That's a lucky puck for a lucky fan. That lucky fan will be the one, the only Tanner Julius. Maybe he can get that autographed. Wu leans in. Won by the Fury. Dumped all the way in, no icing. Malella tries to pop it to the corner. Cut off by Campbell. Fury will send it back to the point. Banked in behind. Past White, picked up by Wu. Wu all the way up for Shub, streaking through center. Great job by Shub to cut across the zone there. He's decked along the boards. But the Pens keep it in. Wu turning it all the way back to the point, hopping over the stick of Merlot, and the Pens will regroup at center. Merlot tries to bank it up for real, and back come the Fury. A shot from the outside. Blockered away by Clutter. Picked up by Merlot. He'll send it to Wu. Wu able to get it to Real. Now we'll see Real speed as he cuts into the offensive zone. Pressured by Shub. Followed on by Wu, now Real. Real hooked up a bit, but able to play it further for Wu. He attracted two defenders there. Now Wu tries for the point, but the point had crashed down to the middle. Got to look before we make that play. And hustling back to get stick on puck is 34. Rylan Ofter. He'll end up with the puck, trying to stretch it all the way out to Evans. Evans tries to tap it to Rio, but he cut to the opposite side. Evans will keep it in at the blue line, getting it towards Wu. But it's the Fury coming back the other way. Banked off the boards. Ofterhide getting to it. Digging for it out of the corner. Carter. Chopped in behind for Julius. He tries for Evans, but maybe 2 seconds too late there. But the Pens will be able to work it all the way up into the corner for Carter. Back to the point. It'll come and pass Starr. All the way down for icing. Off, worked behind the Fury net. But then all the way out to center. Starr there to defend. Able to get a stick on it, and Clutter tracks it and holds on. .403 to play third period. The Pens need to get something going. Breakout pass, Merlot to Evans. Evans tries for Sproul. It's tipped. And a play will happen at center. Evans. Now the Fury. Jacobs throws it behind into the Penguin zone. We'll see a lot of dump and chase here. 4 minutes to go. And it's banked off the board. Sproul way out at center. That's his side. The Penguins trying to stretch it, looks like. And the Wings playing way far up into the neutral zone sometimes. And it takes away part of the breakout opportunity is when you try to go out that side, that forward's way up. It works when it works, but when it doesn't, you can get caught in your end. Iliagi will lean over. Off one by the Fury. They're content to dump it back in behind. White will get there. Pressured by Julius. Followed on by Filiaggi. He'll play the puck to Campbell. Filiaggi battling. White peeling off the wall. Centering feed. Off the stick of Ofteride. Back to the corner as the Fury possess the puck. It'll be Julius working behind. Ofteride coming away with it. His pass looking for Wu. Picked off by the Fury. And it's Fury action now. Filiaggi rims it around for Julius. Julius all the way up for Armstrong. It's behind him, right to the Fury defense. Julius taps it over to Armstrong. Centering feed off Filiaggi. Looking for Wu. And now the Pens are at the end of a long shift. They've been out there a while as the Fury have had the puck. Another stretch play. Cut off. They're reading it. The Pens are continuing to stick kids at center. And this one will be an ice. Schub will take the draw to the right of Clutter. Picked up by Kaminsky. He'll hit Evans. Evans looks for Real and hits him in stride. This time the stretch play works as Real gets free. He's able to get a shot towards the net that's blocked by a stick. Empty net at the Penguins' end as they'll work in battle. Carter taps it behind. The Penguins continue to work. It's Carter coming out, looking for Real. Back to the point, Kaminsky. He'll wind, he'll fire, skipping one in. Evans will get to the rebound, hits shot wide of the cage. Pressured by Schub. Over to Jacobs, who clears it all the way down. It'll be icing. Leaning in Schub. Rimmed around by the Fury. Cut off by Villela. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Like 51 of you. Make sure you subscribe below. It's what we ask of you. Subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Thank you guys for joining us. I know we've got people from all over the globe. As Evans' shot's kept out. Villela pinches down. Evans will cover for him. Keep it the point. Get it to Real. Real will come off the half wall. His shot into the middle. It's blocked. And cleared up and off the glass and out to center, where the Fury will have an empty net at the Penguins' end. They'll turn back the other way, though. Good hustle back by the Penguins. Real gets in, shot off of him, cuts to his backhand, sends it in, and he cuts the lead to one. Jack Real pulls it to his backhand. And the Penguins make it 3-2 here in the third. Penguins gather around head coach Ray Conway, flanked by assistants Chris Schub and Jason Julian. 32 seconds left. The Penguins get a goal with an empty net as Real pressured the puck. The defender shot it right off of him. And he's able to get control, use that long reach to pull it around to his backhand and tap it in behind the Fury goalie. Wu fires the puck forward. The Fury send it all the way back to the Penguins' end. Campbell looking to chase it down. Fires it off the side of the cage. It'll be Starr picking it up. Starr up ice for Julius. Julius Has Evans cross side and just feeds him too far. Evans will fire it off the side of the cage where Real will send it back in front. Lofted in. Evans, a shot off the pad. 5 seconds left as the Fury will hold on here in Buffalo. Penguins with a fury of opportunity in the last 30-some seconds. Unable to complete the comeback. So join us this afternoon as the Penguins get their first shot at the South Shore Kings. Here on Cinnamon Swirl TV. Again, remember to subscribe below.